which I promised I will answer later. And during this period, I remembered what my previous commentary was on this issue. Remember I told you that once I had contemplated on this problem and found an answer which satisfied my mind about this verse. But at the time when the question was raised, I had forgotten that. So that's why I said I will return to it later. Now I remember the answer very clearly, and I hope inshallah it will also satisfy other people's queries. Right? I'm sorry that I was misled.
I see.
Unfortunately and unintentionally. When he told me that he has a copy of the same, but now you don't have to have any other copy, just turn to the Quran Kareem and reach the right verses. فَلَا تَكُونَنَّ ظَهِيرًا لِلْمُجْرِمِينَ is the verse which is in question. And how could Rasulullah sallam be Zahirul al-Mujrimeen in the light of what was revealed to him? That is the question.
Cannot avoid it.
And how could he be in any way Zahirul al-Mujrimeen? Please read.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وما كنت ترجو أن يلقى إليك الكتاب إلا رحمة من ربك فلا تكونن ظهيرا للكافرين. And you did never expect that the book would be revealed to thee.
इससे पहले पढ़े आयत.
إن الذي فرض عليك القرآن لرادك إلى معاد قل ربي أعلم من جاء بالهدى ومن هو في ضلال مبين وما كنت ترجو أن يلقى إليك الكتاب إلا رحمة من ربك فلا تكونن ظهيرا للكافرين. He who has made the teachings of the Quran binding on thee will most surely bring thee back to thy ordained place of return. Say, my Lord knows best him who has brought the guidance and him who is in manifest error. And you did never expect that the book would be revealed to thee, but it is a mercy from thy Lord, so never be a helper of disbelievers.
Now here, this last portion is connected with the previous verse in which a prophecy is made, which is of two parts. One, that you will be turned out of Mecca, and the other, that you will be brought back by God. So when this time was supposed to come, or actually when the time was to come, then an attempt was destined to be made against Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to deviate him, to make him deviate from the teachings of Allah under the pressure that if you do not do it, we'll turn you out. So when you are told of a prophecy, the first part of which is about to be fulfilled, why should you in any way help the non-believers so that they let you remain in this city where you will return anyway? To which city you will return by the grace of Allah. So in that way, when they demand from you certain deviations from your belief, which they will accept as excuse to keep you in Mecca, remember this, that your departure from Mecca is destined, and your return to Mecca is destined, and you must never give in to their demands. This is exactly what happened. When his own uncle, Abu Talib, came to him and said, now the pressure on me is mounting overmuch. Now I cannot give you the cover which made it possible for you to remain in Mecca and perform your duties. I tell you that if you do it now, I'll have to lift that cover because I cannot confront my people. So you better desist from declaring that Allah is one. That is all I and the Meccans want from you. If you do that, then we'll do nothing to expel you from Mecca. To that, Islam answered, "Go, my uncle, withdraw your support." What do you think? You think your support made it possible for me to remain in Mecca and serve the purpose of my commission? I'm grateful to you for that, but withdraw it. Even if the Meccans pluck sun from its mooring and put it on my right hand, and pluck the moon from its mooring and put it on my left hand, I will never desist from that declaration of unity of God. So this was not an admonition for the fear that he would do it. It is an admonition to support him further to whatever he was destined to do. And by knowing that he would return to Mecca as victorious, it is further supported. فَلَا تَكُونَنَّ ظَهِيرًا. Remember this. After this promise, there is no question of your becoming in any way helpful to the disbelievers. You understand? This is the connection between the whole continuity of the subject from the beginning to the end of this verse. Are you answered rightly? You think it is a satisfactory answer now? Alhamdulillah. Please. There is one little snag in this explanation, that apparently the Meccans at the end, when Abu Talib addressed Muhammad, were not demanding him to get out of Mecca. But my explanation seems to refer to this. What is the answer to this? What actually happened was slightly different and should have been told differently by me. This prophecy was made many years before the time when Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was planned to be murdered. Now, if he could have thought of an escape route from being murdered, he must have become Zahirul lil Kafirin by telling them, all right, I will not pronounce the unity of God. Correct? In that way, he would save his life, but this worldly life, not the spiritual life, and he would help the cause of the mushrikeen rather than his own cause. So that was the time when he was confronted with two possibilities: to stick to the cause of unity, or to abandon the cause of unity for saving his own life. If he had done so, he might have saved his worldly wide life, the physical life, but spiritually he was to be condemned by God. Now in this case, a very interesting thing is revealed. The verse tells him that why should you be worried about your life anyway? Because Allah is predicting that you will succeed in leaving Mecca. and you would return to Mecca victorious. So where is the issue of saving your life involved? So go on sticking to the cause of unity, and by acquiring a softer attitude to them, do not be Zahirul lil Kafirin. There is a need for being Zahirun. That is why when Abu Talib approached him, he said, I don't need you. My life is not the issue. That is for Allah to do, to take care of my life. But I'll stick to the message which is entrusted to me. Now, another connection is made between that prophecy and this verse, that according to this prophecy, a time was to come when Hazrat sallallahu alaihi wasallam could have been pressurized to deviate from the message of unity, while he was already told that they will fail to kill you because you have to leave Mecca and return to it. So what is the purpose of your supporting their cause anyway? فَلَا تَكُنَّ. This should further ascertain that you never deviate from the commission of pronouncing the cause of unity. Do you understand this? This removes the dilemma which was created by my first answer. Now it's all clear. Okay? Okay. Now my interpretation raises two possibilities and answers both. The attempt of the Meccans to turn him out of Mecca and the attempt of the Meccans to kill him. They were determined to achieve either. And both these possibilities mentioned in the verse, in the sense that it is predicted that they will neither be able to throw you out of Mecca permanently, nor will they be able to murder you. So what is the purpose of fighting with them at all? So this Nun Sakhila is to affirm that you will never be put to this trial in a manner that you will be forsaken and you will have to bow to them. The Nun Sakhila does not indicate the possibility of Rasulullah Sallam bowing, but to further support him. Never bow to them. We have vouched the promise. Now this is fully supported, this interpretation is fully supported by another verse of the Holy Quran, which I read before you now. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذ يمكر بك الذين كفروا ليثبتوك أو يقتلوك أو يخرجوك ويمكرون ويمكر الله والله خير الماكرين. See? This interpretation is in complete agreement with this verse of the Holy Quran. Abdurrahman, both your questions are answered. Now you remember this, huh? MashaAllah. But these questions are really very wise questions, very illuminating for those who watch our program, because these questions relate to certain verses which need to be explained to people. Otherwise, they can't find the true explanations in the commentary books of the medieval scholars. This is the reason why you raise the questions, right? Or sometimes you do not understand the answer yourself. Sometimes you want to help others. Is that right or wrong? Correct.
Yes,